There we go. Set up some music. Alright. Welcome to stream, folks. I've got a heck of a lot of emoji sketches to get through today. Technically, we have like 4 separate people to get to, but I'm not sure how many I'll end up finishing. The first one we have, oh geez, I think 6, which is quite a lot. But hopefully, we'll go pretty quickly. First one here. I have their reference pulled up. And I have actually drawn them before, if you're an OG member. I've got some great references here too. Alright, starting off with the yippee/celebrate emote. I actually like the one on the right. It's like a cheer emote with the cute little emphasis lines. But I'm not too picky about the specifics. Alright. So here's our reference. I do kind of get the vibe. Like, we went for something... I think, like, Ultra should be fine. Kind of like the paws... Do they... Yeah, they kind of have, like, hybrid paws. Kind of like... So... Just a little... Smile... And... I'm, like, tempted to have their eyes open, but I think, like... Even in the, like, left reference image with the rat, their eyes are still kind of... Are they meant to be closed? I think they are. It's kind of hard to tell, like, without seeing the rest of the art style, but... I think they are meant to be kind of like this. Yeah. And I'll give them a cute little nose here. I should also probably pull up, the other instances I've done of this character. If you know one thing about me, I like being consistent across my emojis. Okay. It doesn't look like I gave them, like, nose lines. I'm not gonna start. And then... Do we have the paws showing? I think it would make sense to. Since they're kind of going like, yippee, like, instead of like holding their hands to their face. Like so. Yeah. And give him big old tongue. I feel like it makes more sense for the ears to be up since they're excited. But the rat, let's see. Does it make more sense for their ears to be up like this? I feel like it does, because I feel like having the ears down probably implies more of like... sad energy. I definitely want to keep it like as cute as possible. And then of course add in the little like symbols here. There we go. I think it's a good basis. And maybe like some little hi toast. Some little blush lines. I cannot forget the glasses. I am, if you know anything about me, so I'm terrible at remembering piercings and glasses. Like the one consistent aspect of my art. Okay. And then I was gonna give them some little cloudy hair. I like honestly unironically love this character. They've got such cute hair. Honestly, it's just a cool character design. I don't see a lot of people like actually like incorporating like weather elements into their characters. Like people will draw like suns and moons and clouds like on their character like as fur patterns, but not like actually like modifying their character shape. Which sounds silly, but there we go. That's one down. Gotta save this. Okay. One down. 5 to go. A side-eye emoji. These are really close to what I would like. Okay. Side-eye. Make sure I erase the other ones. I'm not getting confused. Man, all these emojis that I do for people, I'm like, God, I gotta make one of these for Sunny. I think that's good. The longer I look at it, the more I'm like, oh God, I feel judged. Make the pupils bigger. I feel like, I feel like the smaller pupils give like a more judgmental type energy to them. Like, like so uncomfortable that you're like your pupils are dying. Again, I gotta make one of these for Sonya. Because you know I am a judgmental ass. Kobold. And again, can't forget the glasses. Me when I sit next to someone and their hair matches mine, but I'm literally a cloud. Like, bro. Uncalled for. Do you have the eye shine? No. I feel like that's definitely gonna detract from the emotion. think that's good. Should probably expand the canvas a little bit here so we can keep track of these. There we go. I'm actually almost tempted to move this up a little bit so it's like a bit more sucked in. Eh. It's like about the same where it would have been anyway. Okay. So the crying emoji reference they gave me, they had a note on it that said, the crying emote in particular is also good for like, damn type reactions. I prefer this expression or something similar. So it's pretty much just like stock a crying emoji. I think probably pull out the symmetry tool here then. Should they like give the like uncanny like... Yeah. Does this character have teeth? Yeah, okay. I think add little fangs. God, this is gonna be so cursed. It looks like I'm making like a moat for like Animal Jam, like back in like 2010. Unfortunately, the like character's detail I feel like does kind of get in the way a bit. Hmm. There's like such a specific emotion with the stupid crying emoji that I'm not sure I can like quite pinpoint. Because like on its own it looks fine, but then I have to like add in all the like details of the glasses and the nose and everything else. I'm just gonna hope that's okay. Add in some asymmetric hair here, so we're not... Yeah, I think that's okay. Yeah. Alright. We are speeding through these. Alright. Thumbs up emote, angry emote, noted emote. These are an example. No strong preference if you have any ideas. Okay. Again, the note one is something that I use a lot for myself. But it's illegal for me to make things for myself, apparently, so... Okay. Let's see here. Again, I gotta say, of all the emojis that I use on Discord, it's undoubtedly the stupid note emoji, because I feel like Oh, it's too good. I'm just so nosy. I like that the Owlin one is very cute. I think I do tend to like lean more towards like shitpost with my art compared to like actually like sweet cute emojis. Yeah, like maybe that's bad, but gotta have a brand, I guess. Maybe have like a paw kind of like reaching up to their face, like oh, oh. I don't know why this just reminded me of like those doodles that uh I was gonna say like teachers have, but considering I grew up in the 2000s, it's probably more just like retro classroom decorations at this point. Like her teachers would have those like really old. Well, I mean, my teachers were already pretty old. Like I didn't really have any like younger teachers like in my day. A lot of them were in their 50s. So at this point, it's probably more like 1980s style like classroom things with like very old like cartoon animals. But this reminds me of that. Although, you know, man, do I want to do a string ring binder or do like the flip pad? Which, by the way, oh my god, I'm just realizing I have not seen like a yellow like notepad in years. Hmm. That's tough. Can I get away with both? Because the notebook is meant to be like flipped over. Notebook with circles? I don't know what this would be called, like a flip notebook? Yeah. Spiral, see, spiral notebook is not, like those are just normal notebooks. Okay, whatever. We're gonna leave it, I think, and then just like have the paper like cut off here, like into the binder. Yeah, I say. Affirming myself. It could look like garbage. We'll see. Okay. 4 down. 2 to go. Just a thumbs up. Again, this is an example. I don't know why. I've like really always struggled with like doing thumbs up emojis. I think I'm just bad drawing thumbs on the right side, first of all. Try to find some other like good examples of a thumbs up. Got all the AI. It's so bad. Trying to use Google is like walking through a minefield now. It's so sad. Remember back in the day, like teachers didn't want you to use like Google Images because they're like, oh my god, you might see something inappropriate, and now trying to use Google Images is just an exercise in futility, like honestly. Because you're not gonna find anything, it's just all AI. Okay, let's try to do some like actual eyes here. Happy grin. And then do a little thumbs up. It's a big thumb, my bad. I'm giving all my characters yaoi hands. I think it's not bad. Man, what the heck happened? Like when I started doing this, I was nailing the cloud design. Now I feel like I'm just tripping over myself. Just doing like random pockets here. Yeah. Just a happy camper. I'll add a little eye shine here. Cute. Do we need eyebrows here? I guess so. If we're gonna have rendered eyes, I feel like we do need, like, eyebrows. Yeah. And then, like, a little... Like, yeah. I'm real happy with how these are coming out. Maybe it's a little smaller so it's uniform. Alright, last one. And then just an angry emoji. Okay. You know, I do kind of like the example. I'm not sure how this is going to translate to this species, but let's see. They've kind of got their head tilted back, which kind of reminds me of the little, like... I feel like this has a name at this point. I couldn't tell you what it is, though. It's like the one where they're like... hold on. I think this is like an anime character originally. Like everyone's taken it and just ran with it for their own purposes. I think I do kind of want to do a modified one of that. Just because it's gonna give like the head up like angle without potentially compromising like the view of their face. But we can maybe do like the big eyes here. God, it just looks psychotic. Me when I wake up and there's no sippies in the house. Man, I gotta not listen to Undertale music next time because this is just putting me to sleep. Okay. Inner thumb, inner thumb. Did this character like actually changes weather with mood? Okay. I feel like we definitely gotta like add like some lightning or something to go with that. Let's see. I mean, it's probably gonna be mostly in the color. I could be wrong. I don't think like lightning clouds differ that much in shape compared to just like normal clouds. Home. Because it's also hard because they come out like under usually. Like I'm not sure how to like show that. Like obviously I can't do it. I'm just like not 100% sure. Like here. I think that's good. And also like give them like a slight like yellow tint so it's like obvious like what they are in the sketch. I'm also wondering if this is like too crazy and I should tone it down. Because like the big... It's hard to tell like what intensity of emotion they're looking for. I mean, they told me they can do whatever I want, but obviously like I'm always going to go with what the client wants. You know what, actually? They have, like, wolf eyes. I think I might do, like, slit eyes instead of, like, the smaller pupils. Like this. Yeah? Yeah? And then give them, like, a little... Oops. Preserve opacity. That'd be good. And then, like, a red shine on top. I hope that looks okay, because I'm like, I tend to want to go dramatic. I don't know, that's what everyone wants. Add some anger signs here. God, okay. This is gonna look absolutely unhinged. It's fine. Okay. Look at that. This looks like half an hour. It's not bad. Add this to the Trello. And send that to them after stream. Oh yeah, I also need to mark this is actually being worked on in VGen. Pallion. Mark as whip. Did that do anything? No. Okay. There we go. Now it's marked as whip. Okay. Productivity, productivity. Okay. Next up in line, we've got data. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also another repeat. We got a lot of repeats, which is always appreciated. Yeah, I also bless myself. I was gonna pull up one of Data's old emotes. Make sure I am doing them justice. There we go. Alright. Let's see, one of them is what, huh? I don't think they gave me any references except for the feral one. Let's see. I forgot to break, one huh, but to ask you what I want to doing so, okay. Let's look for some ideas. Oh. Oh. If these were animated, I would definitely be doing the huh cat. Huh. 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 Alright. I think I've got a little bit of an idea. Huh. I like... it's hard because I feel like this kind of comes across as more like... I feel like adding the brow here makes it like more angry than like huh. But without it, I feel like it looks a little bit too like surprised. I might do like a head tilt instead. Because I think that's gonna make more sense. God, I'm very sneezy today. Let's try this instead. Oops, that's wrong. I don't know, they've got like more of a cat nose, huh? Huh. There we go. I think that's better. It's much more cute, I think. This would be for like animated emote. Animated emote, I think. Man, I really gotta learn how to animate one of these days. I feel like if I was gonna do it, like doing it in 2D live effort is like not terrible. I'm just like not patient enough for animation, I feel. I really like just doing things really quickly and like that technically is animation, but like I want to work on new things. Like, I don't really like working on like multiple things like it's the same thing like a lot over time, you know? I might tilt this even more. There we go. Can't forget the collar. Or the piercings, which I am terrible at remembering. Eh, not that much. Alright. Might... I'm tempted to move the nose down a bit, because I think that's going to give more of, like, the hope look, but... Yeah... Oh yeah, they also have lashes. Lots of, like, little details, like a character you remember, like, after working on them multiple times. There we go. Some little... divots here... So I might also go over these in color so it's like obvious what they're supposed to be. There we go. Okay. Huh? Okay, a blush emote? I mean, this is kind of already a blush emote, so let's try to pick something out different. Just like take this up to the next level. I mean, the temptation to do the boy kisser one. Okay, that's like a must do for Sunny sometime. You know what? I don't like it. You're getting sent to the void. Oh, maybe do like a... I wish my model had like hand compatibility so you could see like what I'm doing with my hands, but doing like the like pleading face. Like more of a shy one. 'Cause I don't think I've done that for this character. They've got like a blush, a bite. And the original one was just kind of... Actually, they already have like a lot of standard blushing emotes. I'm kind of tempted to do like the more dramatic one, but just not sure like how. I do think like having their hands over their face is probably like the best way to go in that regard. Have the mouth here. And then just like a really, really intense like blush here. Yeah, that's cute, I think. Again, don't forget the piercings. And eyelashes. Oh my god. There we go. I think that also plays well into like the femboy aesthetic that I know this client's going for, I think. Just like same. So add a red overlay to kind of like highlight the vibe. Or like make it clear like what the like intended effect is. Just not over the sclera. Alright. 2 out of 5. Next one up is... let's see. Blep. Classic. Who among ye has not had a blep emoji in their lifetime? You can't say it hasn't been you. Although again, like, this is already kind of a blep emote. Like, gotta deliver something different. So, like, again, I think I'm gonna go for, like, more, like, dramatic. Kind of, like, more, like, the head angled upwards. Like, up here. How do you actually do like eyelashes on that type of eye? I don't I don't even know. I must consult the scriptures. Ancient anime scriptures. I guess like lower like that? Right? Man, this actually kind of reminds me of like the old like 2008 style art. Like everything was kind of like framed like this. Alright, let's move this over a little bit because I think this is a little out of place. You can very clearly tell I'm not used to drawing at this like angle. I think that looks good. I might like run this by someone else before I like hand this over because I don't want it to look bad. I don't think it looks terrible. It's hard to like judge these things like as an artist because sometimes you like hand something over and you're like, oh man, this looks great, and then they're like, actually, no, it doesn't, and you're like, oh, okay. Or like sometimes like you'll hand something over you think it looks terrible, and then like the client will be like, no, this is the best thing I've seen in my life. I'm like, okay, it's their own. Okay, this one I actually do have a reference for. Okay, now I get to be unhinged. Hmm. So where'd my music go? Hello? Is that plain? Yes. Okay. Perf. I love drawing things that defy God. Whatever this is definitely does. Like, my good lord. Me when someone mentions, like, my interests. Gotta add the eyelashes to the abomination. Can't let them be misgendered. Although, honestly, yeah, I think it's a little bit too focused. Eh. Like, I want the eyes to not look as, like they have thoughts behind them. They need to look like they have not seen brain cell in years. I think the one eye definitely does help with that. Yeah, okay. It definitely helps. Yeah. I love that. And then piercings. And then add some like drool under here so it's obvious that they are. Very normal creature. Just like me, for real, for real. Just a cute little baby. Alright. Down into the depths with ye. And only one more. Doing pretty good. Especially on time. If that has to do with sketches, I will get the sketches done. God dang it. A shocked one. Again, like, there's a lot of directions to go with shock, because you could go, like, either, like, I'm gonna vomit disgusted, or, like, I'm afraid. Or just kind of like, like, pog face. I'm inclined, I think, just to go with, like, startled. Yeah. Alright. Conquered yet again. Screenshot this for Trello. And then we will send these off. And that is it for today. Didn't really have anyone in chat, but that's alright. Hopefully, for those of you swaying by, thanks for stopping by. And hope you have a great weekend. It's actually been pretty cool here today, so hopefully all are enjoying the autumn weather. But yeah.